Recently, I was on tour to a state where marijuana is not legal, and I wanted some, and my mom wasn't around. So I sent a text to a buddy of mine. He replied back in 3 minutes and goes, "Here's my drug dealer's address. He's expecting you." I was like, that's Sutton. You know, I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. Like, he's gonna send me a list of names. I'm gonna Yelp the drug dealers. Like, oh, Slayer has 4 stars. Let's go with that guy. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna drive to a random address at 1 in the morning for, like, just a little bit of pot. So I'm driving to a random address in the middle of the night for just a little bit of pot. And I'm slowly realizing, like, this is why we need to legalize marijuana everywhere, so I don't have to get stabbed behind a dumpster of a 7-Eleven just to make a Ben Stiller movie funny for once. That seems like too much work. You know what I'm saying? You can laugh, he's doing fine. I show up to this guy's door, and I knock on a door, and he goes, "Holy shit, Andrew Rivers from Dry Bar Comedy? My friends are never gonna believe that you're at my house buying drugs." I was like, you don't have to tell them if you don't want. It feels like if they're not gonna believe you, let's skip a step, right? He goes, "Come in, man, I'm gonna hook you up." He kept saying that all night. He's like, "I'm hooking you up. You're getting hooked up tonight." And I only bring that up so you know the rest of the story is his fault. I get in the house, he's hooking me up. I just wanted like a joint, but he's pouring marijuana out of a coffee can into a giant Ziploc bag. And I'm like, that's more than I asked for, but I deserve it. So what am I supposed to do at this point, you know? But then I thought, like, wow, this feels like I'm taking advantage of him because of my fame. I don't want him to think that I'm like I don't want him to call TMZ or something, you know? And so I thought, like, I'll just hand him $20 out of my pocket out of a generosity. And so I go, here's $20, man. And he goes, yeah, it'll just be $100. Yeah. This isn't my fault, right? Like, if someone says they're hooking me up, I'm not thinking student discount. I was thinking free drugs the whole time. If I said to you guys, hey, come out to the show, I'm hooking you up with tickets, and then you got here and they're like $40 each, you'd be like, I mean, it's well worth the price of admission for the amazing talent we're gonna see tonight, but I just had my heart set on. It's not as funny when you guys don't go along with it, but it just kind of is worse. You're like, 40's a stretch. 12? So I hand him $100. I accidentally bought $100 worth of marijuana, and then I left. I gave him 4 stars on Drug Dealer Yelp. I figured fast service, but does not accept his competitors' coupons. The next day, I'm driving to the airport, and I'm slowly realizing, like, what am I gonna do with this much marijuana left over, right? I paid good money for this. Can't just throw it away. I didn't even want to pay money for this. And then I had an idea. I was like, I'll just mail it to myself, right? I show up to the post office. The guy behind the counter, I hand him my package, and then we have a moment because we both realize at the exact same time that simply adding a second Ziploc bag does not cover the smell of this much marijuana. I know that seems obvious, but this is my first felony, you know what I mean? The whole car ride, I was like, I don't smell anything. I got to the post office, I put it in the thing. I was like, I don't smell anything. Probably because I also smelled like weed. But then I handed it to the guy. As soon as I let go, I was like, that's all I smell. And then he made eye contact as if to confirm it. He was like, don't do this to me, man. And I just backed out slowly. I was like, be my guy on the inside. I get to my car. I immediately Google, what happens if I mailed myself drugs? Which is the dumbest thing you can do at that point. I'm still on their Wi-Fi. Like, they don't need a warrant to even just go through my phone and be like, oh, look at that, he's guilty as fuck. We showed up to his show, he admitted everything, and then we referenced his Google searches. Also, not the most embarrassing thing on my search history, to be honest, all right? Definitely the most illegal, but not the most embarrassing. They were stepsisters, that's fine. Technically, don't worry about it. It's fine, it's okay. I love that joke, because 5 people laugh, and then the rest of The rest of you pretend you don't get it. I get home a few days later. I do not have a package of drugs, but I do have a love letter from the post office. And it just says, hey, we confiscated your package because we suspect that there are drugs in it. But we don't have a warrant to open it up, so we're gonna just hang on to it here. Unless you wanna come down. We could just open it together. I was like, you guys just hang on to it. I don't know who's trying to send me drugs, but I do not approve of that. I probably shouldn't have used my mom's return address. I just figured, she's already in the system. I'm not going down for that. I got a lot of life to live. Take one for the team, Mom.